All right, so finally after the long wait, finally got my hands on the iPad. I got this from Verizon. I had to go with Verizon this time because they were offering a better deal. Normally I'm a T-Mobile guy, but because Verizon was offering a better deal, I decided to go with Verizon instead. And in attendance today, we have Daenerys Targaryen. She has graced us with her presence, so she will bear witness to the unboxing of the iPad. Really excited for this one. All right, so let's get this open and see what we got. All right, so this has a pull tab. So we have the iPad Pro 11-inch 2018. This is the 64 gig model, Wi-Fi plus cellular. I mean, I probably wouldn't use the cellular, but it can't hurt to have it. Let's see what we have in the box before we get to the main event. Of course, you got your designed by Apple documentation. You have your, oh wow, this is USB-C to USB-C. I thought it was going to be USB-C to USB. But this is a USB-C to USB-C cable. And you have, wow, a new wall charger as well. Total redesign. Good job, Apple. And that's about it. Toss that to the side. Let's get this open in all its glory. I do have a screen protector for it, which I will apply after I shoot this video. And this is nice. It is very thin. All right. Here's that USB-C. Let's see if we got power. Power button's on top. Yes, and we have power. I just don't feel right sitting that on the glass. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna set this up and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, and we're back. All right, so we went through the setup process, set up Face ID, restored the iPad Pro from a previous backup that I had. So now it looks like it's updating some apps. So exploring the device, so you can see on the bottom we have a USB-C port along with two speaker grills. I'm not sure if they're both active. I guess we'll see. On the rear, it looks like I activated Siri by accident.
Have a USB-C port along with two speaker grills. Not sure if they're both active. I guess we'll see.
Okay. It looks like pogo pins here. Of course, you have your camera, which is bulging quite a bit. Hopefully, that won't be an issue with laying the device on a flat surface once it's inside of a protective covering. On the side, you have your up and down volume rocker. On this side, there is nothing. And on top, we have two more speaker grills and of course the power button. So as you can clearly see with this iteration of iPad, there is no home button. The bezels are shrunken considerably, although looking at this, you know, the bezels have shrunken down quite a bit, of course, with the absence of the home button. But in comparison to the old iPad, my old iPad Pro, which I have here, my old reliable 9.7 inch, keep inside the case. Let's get this keyboard covered. Looking at this, you can see that the side bezels on the older model are actually a bit thinner, but of course the top and bottom chin are much thicker. because the older model had the home button, and there's no reason why the top should be this thick, but that's just the way they designed it, I guess, for continuity purposes. While we're on the subject of the old iPad Pro, this is my old 9.7 inch. I believe this is 256 gigs with LTE. Now this also has a bulging camera module, so I guess it's not really anything new. Although the camera module on the newer iPad is quite a bit larger, as you can see. With my old iPad Pro, I prefer not to have it embedded in a case. I actually like to have it kind of just freewheeling it. You know, like when I need to use the keyboard, I'll usually just snap it on and then slip it inside of the Apple leather sleeve. Or if not, you know, I'll just take the keyboard off and slip it inside the Apple leather sleeve. Either way, as you can clearly see, it does fit, and it worked for me for the past year. You know, of course, leather will mold to whatever shape it needs to, so I never had an issue, you know, getting my iPad in and out of the leather sleeve, even with the keyboard cover on. Now, the only negative thing about this keyboard cover, is that it didn't really protect the back at all. I mean, obviously this is not going to protect the device from any falls or anything like that, but you at least like to have the back protected from scratches and abrasions. So when I went online and I saw these new cases, I was curious to see just how they would work. I didn't get my hands on the keyboard folio yet, but I did get the smart folio. So let's open this up and see exactly how this is supposed to work with the new iPad. I'm assuming it's gonna work by magnet. All right, so we got it out of the case. A little phone. So let's see how this is actually supposed to work. It has to work via magnet, right? Let's see. Yes, and it is magnetized, and it holds. I mean, I wouldn't swing it around, but it does hold. The back is now protected, and the front is protected as well. And of course, you have your sleep awake feature, because the front is magnetized as well. Okay, not bad, Apple, not bad at all. All right, so there you have it. That was my brief unboxing. Daenerys Targaryen approves. See you guys later.